Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Oakland Athletics and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And towing the slab in this one, Justin Steele.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
As the lefty gets to work, Ryan Noda, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The lefty, the 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time. That's in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul. The wind of the pitch. That one just misses, and the count is filled up. Zach Geloff in the on-deck circle for the A's. Breaks his bat, pops it up, brings it in. And there's one away. And time now to check out the A's lineup. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And here is Zach Geloff. Right through there for a strike. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. One down, base is empty. That one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The wind of the pitch. And another ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
1 out, base is empty. Goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
So here's Brown at the plate. Fouled off to the right. Steele, 28 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014. Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Struck him out looking. And the A's are gone in order. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at the friendly confines. And today's starting pitcher, number 38. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
And a pitch. Nico Horner in the box now, takes strike 1. The pitch. Out in front and foul to the left side. Got him! One gone here.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Popped up. Toro settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Two down, nobody on. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1. And that's down and away.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Here comes a pitch. In the air to left center. And it falls. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. That misses, and it's 1-0. Half off of first with two away. That one out to right. Brown on his way over. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. One left for the Cubs. Scoreless after one. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker. Steele back to work. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Good eye in that spot. Slap the other way, foul. The pitch. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And now the count filled up 3-2. Shea Langoliers to bat next. And there's ball four. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Fought off foul. The pitch. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
This to third, and a base hit right there. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Aledmys Diaz now. First pitch, and he just misses. With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the second. Swung on, belted. Happ going back on this one. Makes the catch up against the wall. Runner tagging for third. Save, he beats it.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
To third might be 2. 1 at second, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. And the pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way. Next offering is in for a strike. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
The pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. At the belt and fires. Up the middle, Allen. Now the throw to first on the run. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth yet so quick at the same time. And any slower and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
And now Christopher Morel. And the 1-0. And that one fouled off. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Line drive, base hit.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with one down. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Next offering is down low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runner on the go. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And Gomes is retired. 2 down.
Batting eight, the first baseman, Patrick Wisdom.
And now the first baseman, Patrick Wisdom. Big time power.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Up and in, and that's ball 1. He was late there, strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Up the middle, dives, but it's off his glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Here's Nick Madrigal. Just missed. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. Bottom half of inning number 2. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. Out to short, Allen. They get the force. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Cubs strand a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Here at Wrigley Field, on to the 3rd inning. Digging in for Oakland, Abraham Toro. As the lefty gets to work. That one ripped. And it's into the gap. Runner around 3rd on his way to the plate. He will score, and the A's have moved out in front. 1-0. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from 2nd to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
No outs. Runner at 1st. Nick Allen will hit next. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
One on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next pitch is downstairs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Kicks and deals. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Next offering misses, and the count is even 2-2.
It's a good take.
On the ground right side into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Two consecutive base hits for this team. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Ryan Noda. First time up was a pop out. Check swing, no appeal. The 1-0. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He circles the bases, and they tack on 3. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Justin Steele done for the afternoon, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Mark Leiter Jr.
Number 38, Mark Leiter Jr.
The darkness will return to light soon.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Zach Geloff. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these A's doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Righty delivers. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Up the middle. On the run. Throw to first. Awesome play there.
The right fielder, number 15, Seth Brown.
So up next, Seth Brown went down on strikes his first time through.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Bounced up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. He decides to eat it, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Designated hitter,
Brent Rooker, the next to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 out.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Langoliers stands in now and watches strike 1. Brown off of first with 2 away. Ripped to short. On to Horner, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Athletics 4 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's Nico Horner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And a pitch. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And there's a ball. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Brown makes the grab. Runner tags up for third. Not in time. He's safe. Now, here is Dansby Swanson. 0-for-1 so far.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
Right through there for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Trevor Gott up and loosening in the pen. Alexander getting loose as well. The Athletics leading by 4 here in the last half of the third. That one the other way. Base hit and a run in to score.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. Ball 1 there. The lefty, the 1-0.
Ball, that pitch is up.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Good feed. That's 1. The double play ends it right here.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
4-1 the final here today. Oakland victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.